Children are a blessing. They add so much to our lives. But young families in particular often wonder, what do we do with the kids during our group time? And questions of childcare come up regularly. Now, as a church, we cannot make specific recommendations or endorse particular ways of providing care for your children. It's the responsibility of every family to look after the health, the safety, the well-being of their children. And while I can't offer specific recommendations, what I can do is I can share with you some of the things I've heard that groups do to provide the care for their kids. One thing is pretty common, which is every family just takes responsibility for their own kids. They hire their own sitter, have the kids tended to while they go off to group. Another thing that some groups have done is they've incorporated children into the group time itself. So children don't become a distraction or a disturbance, but they become a welcome, integral part of the group, which changes the discussion and it changes the dynamic in the room and the volume level, but kids are participants in the room. Whether they're bouncing on knees or contributing to the conversation, they become part of the group. It becomes more of a family-oriented group. Another thing some groups have told me that they find useful is they will send a couple adults to watch the kids. So two dads or two moms, or maybe it's a couple, and they go watch the kids, always in pairs to watch the kids. And that way the kids are tended to by an adult, but most of the adults get to participate in the conversation. And then also I've heard that's pretty common is that groups just pool their resources and hire a sitter or two, and the sitters watch the kids in another portion of the house. So those are just a handful of things that I have heard that groups find useful when it comes to childcare. Just keep in mind, as a parent, that you need to tend to the well-being and safety of your kids.